Business News Bulletin tonight. My name is Malika Kazia, and let's start off with our top story. Now, the Central Bank of Kenya has fined 5 banks a total of 392.5 million shillings. This is for the handling of illegal transactions with the National Youth Service. In the first phase of the investigations, CBK prioritized banks that handle the largest flows. The banks penalized include Standard Chartered Bank Kenya, as well as Equity Bank Kenya, KCB Bank, Cooperative Bank of Kenya, and Diamond Trust Bank Kenya. Now, the penalty was due to the failure to report large cash transactions, failure to undertake adequate customer due diligence, lack of supporting documentation for large transactions, and lapses in the reporting of suspicious transaction reports to the Financial Reporting Center. Now off to the coast, the 26th International Association of Maritime Economists Conference kicked off today. The conference is being held for the first time on African soil and has attracted over 400 delegates who are addressing matters maritime, including steering the economic growth in Africa. This also promotes the continued growth of tourism within the country.
For us, this is an important partnership. Our role is also to provide public goods, data, analysis, statistics. We had our UNCTAD expert meeting here yesterday. And of course, we learn, we benefit. Some of our role I see as learning from the research, the really cutting-edge work that is done by the researchers on maritime economics, which then helps us to do our work with the intergovernmental work, advisory services, technical assistance.
Your exchanges this week will contribute to boosting the research in Kenya and can lead to a more structural cooperation north-south in that field and offer useful insights, which in turn can feed the International Blue Economic Conference organized by the government of Kenya.
The Central Organization of Trade Union, KOTU, now wants the government to gazette the 5% increase of minimum wages, which was passed during this year's Labor Day, and enforce it. Now, the increment applies to workers who earn between 6,000 and 29,000 shillings, with a minimum wage set at 6,000 shillings for unskilled laborers.
Sasa minimum wage ilitangazwa na waziri ambaye iko in charge haonekani na haja gazeti. Tunamngojea sana na hatutaki kwenda kotini kwa announcement ambayo His Excellency the President alimwambia kwenda ongeza wafanyikazi wa Kenya minimum wage na 5%, na mpaka sasa haja gazeti. Tunasubiri sana gazeti hiyo, haswa wakati huu maisha imekuwa magumu.
Now, Kenya is among countries in Africa with one of the highest internet penetration rates. The high internet speeds have opened a floodgate of opportunities in the digital space. This week, we bring you the story of Saline Onoka, who took advantage of the digital revolution to market and grow her business via Facebook. Here now is KTN's Julie Owino with that report.
Not having an active Facebook account in this day and age is almost unheard of. Kenya now has over 7 million active Facebook users, one of the highest in Africa. With more people opening Facebook accounts, the platform does not only have a huge following, but can be an important selling point, as one digital techpreneur notes.
The ecosystem is very active now, and that was the main purpose why this was created. Yeah.
Saline Onoka, who is in her late 30s, has built her business by leveraging on social media. Saline has been able to conduct different kinds of businesses using a Facebook page.
This group has come into being, and the reason it was created was to open, I would say, the ecosystem. It was to open the ecosystem so people could share ideas, so people would would ask questions and get real-time answers, so people would share quotes, so people would source, so people would share their triumphs.
For Saline, she believes getting a business online creates new opportunities and benefits over and above cutting overhead costs. And out of this, Builders and Co-Creators community was born. Starting up a Facebook page has changed the lives of many. It involves contractors, landscapers, and interior decorators. This has created an opportunity for employment and also made it a point to share ideas and perfect them.
And you know, because it's a social media platform, the faceless nature of social media has made me and other people like myself very confident to ask questions, which initially I thought was silly. So I'm asking, you don't know me, but because my question is genuine and you have a real answer, you share it with me. No particular, personal interaction that makes people have inhibitions and all. So people are open, no questions are silly, and so there are business opportunities. People are selling and buying.
Trust is expensive, and speaking to one of their partners, as he manages his construction company, the group has enabled Agri to get contractors for his construction site. The contractors who understand the importance of delivering in their jobs do their very best to ensure all their customers are satisfied.
We have some touch points that we've created. One, they should have NCA registration. So once they sign up and create a profile, they put the NCA number, which you're able to, kind of connect to the public portal in the NCA to verify that they're actually registered. Number two, the platform has also a rating system. So assuming you've completed work from one customer, the customer will rate you before paying you. So that rating system, the way Uber does, it's able to kind of give somebody more of a feedback from the other users within the space. But more importantly, you realize the contractors are so much careful about the rating, so they'll always make sure that they deliver the work.
With multiple opportunities emanating from the digital space, upcoming businesses can tap into this platform. The internet provides opportunities for sales 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Silence parting short is to excel. Success depends on having fast, easy, and a secure ordering capabilities for your clients online around the clock. While Builders and Co-Creators Community Platform has stood out to be one of the social media sites where a lot of contractors get to visit to get employment opportunities. Julie Owino, KTN News.
Now moving from the exciting digital space to waste management, Kenya Association of Manufacturers, CAM, and other stakeholders in the waste management industry have signed a memorandum of understanding. This is in a bid to foster proper waste management. PET plastic bottles, which were to be banned, contribute largely to the waste in the country, and the agreement, which will go hand in hand with creating policies with the government, will bolster proper waste management. The signing brought together stakeholders from the Council of Governors, National Transport and Safety Authority, Kenya Association of Waste Recyclers, and Dandora Hip Hop City.
And this was aimed at making sure that there are no bottles dropped in our environment. We penned down signatures on what we call the framework of cooperation. This was done between Ministry, NEMA, and Kenya Association of Manufacturers. And what we agreed on is that we were to suspend banning of PET bottles and immediately engage into development of what we call take-back schemes and extended producer responsibility schemes for PET bottles.
It's our belief that PET recycling and other materials recovery and management can survive the issues that Dr. Macharia talked about, the issues of waste.
What we want to see is how do we use these materials that we have, enjoy the benefits, but are also responsible in how we use them, how we dispose of them, because that is what is going to give them a better, a more useful purpose in our society, in how we live.
Now that's it from the business section for tonight. My name is Malika Kazia, wishing you a very good night. Back to you, Akisa.
Thank you, Malika. And that's all we had. London.